Very sad Newa for Klein family loudly crying face. Zoey Klein is no more, she's today car accident the little couple. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Today, heartbreaking news has shocked fans of the little couple and left the Klein family devastated beyond words. Beloved daughter Zoey Klein, the bright and spirited young girl fans have watched grow up on the hit TLC show, has tragically passed away following a car accident earlier today. This unimaginable tragedy has stunned everyone who has followed the family's journey over the years, and the outpouring of grief from fans around the world shows just how loved Zoey was by so many. According to reports, the accident occurred earlier this morning when Zoey was traveling with a family friend. Details are still emerging, but authorities have confirmed that it was a severe collision involving multiple vehicles. Despite emergency responders arriving quickly on the scene, Zoey's injuries were too severe. She was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. The news has left fans reeling, unable to comprehend how someone so young, full of life and promise, could be taken so suddenly. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, Zoey's parents, are said to be inconsolable as they grapple with this devastating loss. Friends close to the family have shared that the parents are requesting privacy as they process their grief and figure out how to share this heartbreaking news with their son, Will, Zoey's older brother. Fans of the little couple have followed Zoey's story since she was adopted from India as a young child. Viewers fell in love with her infectious smile, her determination, and her playful personality. Over the years, fans have celebrated her milestones, from her first days in the United States to her school achievements, dance recitals, and heartwarming sibling moments with Will. Zoey quickly became a fan favorite, her sass and sweetness winning over audiences episode after episode. The reality TV world rarely sees such genuine and heartfelt family moments, but the little couple always stood out for its authenticity and love. Bill and Jen openly shared the ups and downs of parenting children with dwarfism, navigating medical challenges, and building a family filled with love, laughter, and resilience. Zoey's passing has left a hole not only in her family's life but also in the hearts of millions who felt like they knew her personally through the show. Social media has exploded with tributes from fans, fellow reality TV stars, and public figures who admired the family's openness and strength. Messages of love, prayers, and support are pouring in from around the world. Many are sharing their favorite memories of Zoey from the show. Her witty one-liners, her mischievous grin, and her fierce independence despite her young age. One fan wrote on Twitter, "I can't believe this. Zoey Klein was like watching a little sister grow up on TV. My heart breaks for Jen, Bill, and Will. Heaven gained a beautiful angel today." Another shared on Instagram, "I'm holding my kids tighter tonight. Life is so fragile. Sending all my love to the Klein family during this unimaginable loss." TLC Network, which aired the little couple, has also released a statement expressing deep sadness over the news. "We are heartbroken to hear about the tragic passing of Zoey Klein. Our hearts go out to Jen, Bill, Will, and all who loved Zoey. She brought so much light and joy to the world, and she will never be forgotten." As the news spreads, many are also remembering how devoted Jen and Bill have always been as parents. Both have faced numerous medical challenges of their own due to skeletal dysplasia, yet they have always prioritized giving Will and Zoey the most loving and fulfilling childhood possible. Zoey's adoption was a dream come true for them, and over the years, viewers saw how deeply she was cherished and protected. Losing her in such a sudden, tragic way is every parent's worst nightmare, and fans are rallying behind the family with messages of strength and love. Mental health experts often stress how vital community support is after such tragedies, and it's clear the Kleins have an enormous community standing with them. Counselors and grief specialists note that while nothing can erase the pain of losing a child, knowing that others share in your grief can sometimes provide a small measure of comfort. Many fans have begun suggesting ways to honor Zoey's memory. Some have proposed creating a scholarship fund in her name to help other children in need, especially since the Klein family has always been passionate about adoption and supporting children with medical challenges. Others have suggested holding a candlelight vigil or planting trees in her memory as a symbol of the life and love she brought to the world as the family prepares to lay Zoey to rest. It's expected that a public memorial service may be planned so that fans and friends can pay their respects. For now, though, the Kleins are focusing on each other, leaning on close friends and family as they navigate the early days of grief. Grief counselors explain that losing a child is often described as one of the most profound and life-altering losses a person can endure. Parents like Jen and Bill will face waves of emotions in the coming weeks: shock, anger, sadness, and disbelief. There will be moments of numbness followed by moments of overwhelming pain. Experts say it's important for grieving families to allow themselves to feel every emotion, to cry when needed, and to lean on loved ones without guilt or hesitation. For fans, Zoey's passing is also a reminder of life's unpredictability. Many are using this tragic news to encourage others to cherish their loved ones, spend more time together, and express love freely while there is still time. Life, as this tragedy shows, can change in an instant. At just her young age, Zoey had already made an enormous impact. She showed the world that differences in height or ability do not define a person's worth, dreams, or joy. Through every episode, every social media post, and every family update, she radiated positivity, courage, and love. That legacy will never fade, even though her life was cut far too short. The Klein family has not yet released official details about funeral arrangements, but they have expressed gratitude for the overwhelming love and support. "Zoey was our sunshine," a close family friend shared. "She brought light into every room she entered. We are heartbroken but thankful for every moment we had with her." In the days to come, fans and loved ones alike will continue to mourn, to share memories, and to honor the little girl who touched so many hearts. Zoey Klein may be gone, but her spirit, her laughter, and her love will remain forever in the hearts of all who knew her. Even those who only knew her through a TV screen, this tragic loss reminds us all to hold our loved ones closer, to cherish the moments we have, and to never take a single day for granted. Life is precious, fragile, and often far too short. Zoey Klein's life, though brief, was filled with love, joy, and meaning, and that is how she will always be remembered. The little couple star Zoey Klein has always been a fan favorite since the moment viewers first met her on the hit TLC series. As the beloved daughter of Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, Zoey's journey has been nothing short of inspiring. Fans have followed her life milestones with admiration and love, watching as she grew from a shy little girl into a bright, spirited, and incredibly charming young lady. Recently, one moment in particular captured everyone's hearts: Zoey's latest speech therapy session, where she once again proved she is simply too adorable for words. Speech therapy has been a significant part of Zoey's growth journey, as her parents, Jen and Bill, have always been open about supporting her needs every step of the way. Both Jen and Bill have long emphasized the importance of giving their children every opportunity to thrive, especially when it comes to areas where they might need extra guidance. For Zoey, speech therapy has been a way to build confidence, improve communication skills, and express her bubbly personality in ways that the world can fully appreciate. During the recent session, Zoey's determination and cheerful energy were on full display. According to those close to the family, she walked into the session with her signature smile, ready to take on every challenge that came her way. Her speech therapist worked with her on pronunciation, sentence formation, and vocabulary building exercises designed to strengthen her communication abilities. And true to her nature, Zoey approached every single task with enthusiasm and positivity that melted hearts instantly. One of the sweetest moments came when Zoey tried out a series of new words her therapist introduced to her. As she repeated each word, she added her own little twist of personality, sometimes breaking into giggles when she thought a word sounded funny or cheering for herself when she nailed the pronunciation perfectly. Her confidence grew with each try, showing just how much progress she's made over the years. Those who have followed Zoey's story from the beginning know this has been a long journey filled with dedication, patience, and unwavering support from her family and therapists. Jennifer Arnold, who is not only Zoey's mom but also a neonatologist and an advocate for children with special needs, has often shared how important these sessions are for her daughter's development. Jen believes in celebrating every milestone, no matter how big or small, and speech therapy sessions have given the family countless moments to celebrate. Bill Klein, Zoey's dad, has also been vocal about his pride in watching his daughter grow more confident with each passing day. For them, Zoey's progress is a reminder that hard work and love truly make all the difference. Fans of the little couple have watched Zoey transition from a shy little girl who was sometimes hesitant to speak up to a confident child who loves to express herself. This transformation hasn't happened overnight. It's taken years of consistent therapy, encouragement, and most importantly, Zoey's own determination to learn and grow. Her speech therapist has praised her focus and willingness to try again even when something feels difficult, a trait that has inspired many parents watching from home who have children in similar situations. Zoey's therapy sessions also highlight the importance of early intervention and ongoing support for children who may face speech or developmental challenges. Jen and Bill have always been open about sharing these experiences publicly, not only to update fans but also to educate and inspire other families. Their willingness to talk about speech therapy helps break down stigmas and shows that asking for help and using available resources can lead to incredible progress and confidence for children. What makes Zoey so endearing during these sessions is her joyful personality. Even when practicing tricky sounds or working on long sentences, she brings laughter and light to the room. At one point, she reportedly told her therapist, "I can do it better this time," before trying again with even more determination. Moments like these remind everyone watching just how resilient and motivated this little girl truly is. Jennifer recently shared that Zoey loves celebrating after each session. Whether it's a high five, a happy dance, or a proud smile for her parents, she makes sure everyone knows how hard she worked. That sense of accomplishment keeps her motivated for the next session, turning speech therapy from a challenge into something she genuinely enjoys. For longtime fans, it's hard not to get emotional seeing how far Zoey has come. Many remember when she first joined the Klein family after being adopted from India, adjusting to a brand new life in the United States. She was quiet and reserved at first, but over the years she has blossomed into a confident, funny, and bright young girl who loves school, friends, and family time. Speech therapy has played a big role in helping her find her voice, literally and figuratively, and her parents couldn't be prouder. Viewers also appreciate how Jen and Bill balance therapy with normal childhood experiences. Zoey isn't defined by the challenges she faces. Instead, she thrives because of the love, care, and encouragement surrounding her. Outside of therapy, she enjoys dance, music, and spending time with her brother, Will, creating a well-rounded life filled with laughter and learning. Social media has been buzzing with love for Zoey after updates about her latest speech therapy session surfaced. Fans flooded comment sections with messages like, "She's growing up so fast," and "Zoey is such an inspiration, what a sweetheart." Many parents have shared how seeing Zoey's journey gives them hope for their own children working through speech or developmental challenges. Jennifer and Bill have expressed how much these supportive messages mean to them. They've always said that the little couple fans feel like extended family, celebrating every victory and offering encouragement during tough times. Zoey's progress is just one of many moments that bring viewers together, reminding everyone why they fell in love with this family in the first place. As Zoey continues with her therapy, her future looks incredibly bright. With each session, she gains more confidence, more skills, and more ways to share her amazing personality with the world. Her parents have hinted that she's even starting to explore creative outlets like storytelling and singing, activities that let her practice speech while having fun. The little couple may have started as a reality TV show, but it's moments like these, real, heartfelt, and deeply inspiring, that keep fans connected to the family. Zoey Klein's speech therapy journey is about so much more than practicing words. It's about resilience, love, and the power of believing in yourself no matter what challenges come your way. For now, fans can't stop talking about how adorable Zoey was during her latest session. From her bright smile to her determined spirit, she continues to win hearts everywhere. And as she keeps working hard and reaching new milestones, one thing is certain. Zoey Klein's story is far from over, and the world can't wait to see what she does next. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, the beloved stars of the little couple, have always been open about their journey through life, love, parenthood, and the unique challenges they have faced as individuals with skeletal dysplasia. Over the years, fans have watched them tackle health scares, career changes, parenting milestones, and countless ups and downs with remarkable courage and positivity. However, behind the smiles and the determination, there are moments of heartache that have left lasting marks on their lives. Recently, Jen and Bill decided to open up about one of the most painful experiences in their marriage, the devastating miscarriage they suffered while trying to expand their family. Their story, raw and deeply emotional, reveals a side of their lives that many fans have never heard in such detail before. When Jen and Bill got married, they both knew that having biological children could be complicated due to Jen's medical history and the risks associated with her type of dwarfism. As a neonatologist, Jen was well aware of the medical realities, but like any hopeful parent, she and Bill dreamed of growing their family. After their wedding, the couple began exploring their options, fully aware that the path to parenthood might not be simple. They considered adoption, surrogacy, and even trying for a biological child despite the risks. Eventually, after much thought and consultation with doctors, they decided to try for a pregnancy. For a brief, beautiful moment, their dreams seemed within reach. Jen became pregnant, and the couple was overjoyed. They began imagining what life would be like with their baby, thinking about names, nursery colors, and all the little milestones that come with parenthood. It was a time filled with hope and anticipation, and they wanted to hold on to every bit of joy the news brought them. However, that happiness was heartbreakingly short-lived. Jen has shared that early in the pregnancy, complications began to arise. First, there was confusion and worry as they went through multiple doctors' visits, blood tests, and ultrasounds, hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the doctors eventually confirmed what Jen and Bill feared most: the pregnancy was not viable. Jen had suffered a miscarriage. For the couple, the loss was devastating. Even though the pregnancy was early, the emotional weight was overwhelming. As Jen explained, it didn't matter how far along she was. In her heart, that was their baby, their dream, and losing it left them both grief-stricken. Bill, always the source of humor and optimism in the family, admitted that he felt helpless watching his wife go through such a physically and emotionally painful experience. He wanted to take away her suffering but knew there was nothing he could do except be there for her. Jen, who has faced dozens of medical challenges in her life, said this loss was one of the hardest moments she had ever endured. She had undergone countless surgeries since childhood and fought through life-threatening illnesses, but this was different. This was about the hope of bringing life into the world, the dream of holding their baby in their arms, and that dream was suddenly taken away. The miscarriage also came with physical complications for Jen, making the experience even more traumatic. She needed medical procedures afterward, and the physical recovery was paired with deep emotional healing that took much longer. Jen has often talked about how, as a doctor, she had been on the other side of situations like this, comforting patients, explaining medical realities, and offering support. Living through it herself gave her a completely new perspective on the pain her patients felt. For Bill, the loss was heartbreaking in its own way. He tried to stay strong for Jen, but he also grieved deeply. He admitted that he had already started picturing himself as a dad, holding his baby, teaching them to ride a bike, and creating a future filled with family memories. Having those dreams vanish so suddenly was incredibly hard. Couple leaned on each other during this time, as well as on close friends and family members who supported them through their grief. They also began to share bits of their experience publicly, knowing that so many other couples go through miscarriages but often feel isolated in their pain. By speaking openly, Jen and Bill hoped to break the silence surrounding pregnancy loss and let others know they were not alone. Over time, the couple healed and began to consider other ways to grow their family. They turned to adoption, which led them to two of the greatest blessings in their lives, their children, Will and Zoey. Adopting their son from China and their daughter from India brought immeasurable joy back into their lives after the heartbreak they had experienced. Jen has said many times that while the miscarriage was a painful chapter, it ultimately led them down the path that brought Will and Zoey into their family, and for that they will always be grateful. Still, the memory of the loss has never completely faded. Jen and Bill have shared that there are moments when they think about what might have been, about the child they never got to hold, and those feelings are normal and valid. They want others who have gone through similar losses to understand that grief doesn't have a timeline. It's okay to move forward and find happiness again while still honoring the memory of the baby you lost. Their openness about the miscarriage has touched many fans who have experienced similar pain. Viewers have praised them for their honesty and for using their platform to shed light on a topic that is often kept private due to stigma or fear of judgment. Jen and Bill hope that by sharing their story, they can help others feel seen, understood, and less alone. Today, as parents to two amazing children, Jen and Bill continue to celebrate the joys of family life while acknowledging the struggles that shaped their journey. They have faced more than their fair share of challenges, from health crises to emotional heartbreaks, yet they remain a source of inspiration for so many. Their story of love, loss, resilience, and hope reminds everyone that even after the darkest storms, there can still be beautiful new beginnings. For Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, the miscarriage was a devastating chapter, but it was not the end of their story. Instead, it became part of the path that led them to build the loving family they have today, a family filled with laughter, strength, and unshakable love. And by sharing their pain openly, they have given countless others the courage to share theirs too, creating a community of healing, empathy, and hope. From the moment viewers first met Bill on The Little Couple, they saw a man who refused to let his dwarfism restrict his opportunities or diminish his ambitions. Standing at just under 4 feet tall, Bill grew up facing countless physical and societal challenges, but rather than focus on what he couldn't do, he turned his energy toward what he could accomplish. He approached life with determination and humor, qualities that have defined his personality both on and off camera. Bill often shares that his perspective on life was shaped by his early experiences. Like his wife Jen, who pursued a career as a neonatologist despite numerous surgeries and medical hurdles, Bill has always believed that limitations are often self-imposed. He knows that the world sometimes expects people with disabilities to live within certain boundaries, to accept a life defined by can't rather than can. But Bill chose a different path. For him, the key to a fulfilling life is refusing to let others set the bar for what is possible. That mindset was clear when he and Jen decided to start a family. Adoption presented its own unique challenges, from paperwork to the emotional roller coaster of waiting, but Bill never wavered. He approached fatherhood with the same energy and excitement he brings to every aspect of life. When Will and Zoey came home, Bill embraced the role of dad wholeheartedly, determined to give his kids every opportunity to thrive. Fans have seen Bill teach Will and Zoey to ride bikes, play sports, travel, and explore the world just like any other children. He encourages them to try new things even when obstacles arise, because he wants them to grow up believing in their abilities, not their limitations. Bill often says that he doesn't want his children to ever feel like they have to sit on the sidelines of life. Instead, he wants them in the game, learning, exploring, and growing in every way possible. This belief in living without limits also extends to Bill's professional life. Long before The Little Couple made him a household name, Bill was an entrepreneur with a keen business sense. He started several ventures, including Rocky and Maggie's, a pet store named after the family's beloved dogs. The business wasn't just about selling products, it was about creating a space that reflected his family's love for animals and their. Bill's sense of humor has also been a key part of how he approaches life. Viewers love his quick wit and his ability to find laughter even in difficult moments. That humor has helped carry the family through tough times, including health scares, moves across the country, and the pressures of public life. Bill has often said that laughter is one of the best tools for getting through challenges, and fans see how his positivity helps keep the entire family grounded. Another example of Bill's no-limits philosophy came when the family moved from Houston to Florida and later to Boston. Each move involved major life changes, new schools for the kids, new jobs for Jen, new routines for everyone, but Bill embraced the transitions as opportunities rather than obstacles. He wanted his family to experience growth, new adventures, and the chance to see different parts of the country. While some people might have resisted so much change, Bill approached it with his usual determination and optimism. Health challenges have also been a constant part of life for both Bill and Jen. Living with skeletal dysplasia means numerous surgeries, hospital stays, and ongoing medical care. For many people, that would be overwhelming, but Bill chooses to focus on what he can do rather than what he can't. He refuses to let health concerns define his family's happiness or prevent them from making memories together. Whether it's celebrating birthdays, traveling, or supporting the kids' interests, Bill shows up fully, proving that life is about what you make of it, not the obstacles in your way. Bill's parenting style reflects this same belief in living without limits. He teaches Will and Zoe that mistakes are part of learning and that challenges are opportunities to grow stronger. Whether they're struggling with schoolwork, learning a new skill, or navigating the ups and downs of childhood, Bill encourages them to keep trying, to stay curious, and to never let fear hold them back. Even as public figures, Bill and Jen have worked hard to give their children as normal a life as possible. They want Will and Zoe to dream big, to know that their height or their family's fame doesn't define who they are or what they can achieve. Bill often says that his goal as a father is to raise kind, confident, and independent children who believe in themselves no matter what life throws their way. For fans, Bill Klein represents resilience, humor, and hope. His refusal to set limits inspires people from all walks of life, not just those facing physical challenges. Viewers see a man who embraces fatherhood, marriage, and career with equal passion, who supports his wife through medical challenges, and who teaches his children by example that anything is possible. In interviews, Bill often emphasizes that life is about perspective. You can focus on obstacles or you can focus on possibilities. He chooses possibilities every time. That mindset has carried him through the ups and downs of life in the public eye, the challenges of parenting, and the personal health struggles he and Jen have faced. At its heart, Bill's story is about determination and love. He loves his family fiercely, supports his wife unconditionally, and encourages his children endlessly. He believes in dreaming big, working hard, and laughing often. And he shows the world that when you refuse to set limits, life opens up in incredible ways. Fans of the little couple were taken by surprise when Jen Arnold, the beloved star of the hit TLC show, opened up about a terrifying medical scare that left her family and supporters deeply concerned. Known for her resilience, strength, and unwavering positivity in the face of numerous health challenges, Jen recently revealed that she faced a pre-cancer diagnosis, a moment that has changed the way she looks at her health, her family, and her future. Jen Arnold has never been a stranger to medical issues. Living with skeletal dysplasia, a type of dwarfism, she has undergone countless surgeries since childhood. Her journey has often been documented on The Little Couple, where fans have seen her battle health complications with courage and a smile. But this recent revelation about a pre-cancer medical scare hit differently. It wasn't just another procedure or surgery, it was a moment that made her confront the possibility of something far more serious. According to Jen, the scare began during a routine checkup. As someone who is vigilant about her health, especially after beating cancer once before, Jen knew the importance of regular screenings and follow-ups. She revealed that doctors had discovered abnormal cells, which they labeled as precancerous. Hearing those words brought back a flood of memories from her previous battle with cancer in 2013, when she was diagnosed with stage 3 choriocarcinoma, a rare cancer linked to pregnancy complications. Back then, Jen endured grueling chemotherapy treatments while caring for her newly adopted children, Will and Zoe. Her fight inspired thousands of fans around the world as she bravely shared updates, showing the raw realities of cancer treatment while never losing hope. So, when doctors told her about the precancerous cells this time, she knew she needed to act quickly but also keep faith that early detection could save her life once again. Jen explained in a recent interview that the abnormal cells were discovered during a routine scan, and while it wasn't full-blown cancer yet, it was something that needed immediate attention. Her medical team recommended further testing and a minor procedure to remove the potentially dangerous cells before they could develop into something more aggressive. For Jen, the hardest part wasn't the procedure itself but the waiting period, those agonizing days when you don't yet know whether it's cancer or not. She admitted that she kept thinking about her children, Will and Zoe, and her husband, Bill Klein. The idea of anything happening to her was overwhelming because her biggest wish in life has always been to watch her kids grow up and to grow old with Bill by her side. Bill, as always, was her rock during the entire ordeal. Fans of the little couple know how deeply devoted he is to his wife. From the earliest days of their marriage to the challenges of parenting and health battles, Bill has stood by Jen through everything. She revealed that he was the first person she told about the test results, and he immediately reassured her that they would handle this together. No matter what the outcome was, the couple decided to keep the situation private until they had more information. Jen underwent the recommended procedure to remove the abnormal cells, and then came more waiting for biopsy results for the doctor's final assessment for answers that would determine whether she would need more treatment. Fortunately, after what felt like an eternity, Jen